DIY is super important in our business just because like when people are looking for a place to stay, they're looking at those pictures and they want to stay at a place where, you know, it's Instagrammable. Yeah, so in every one of our properties, right now I think we have about 8 properties, you know, there's aspects of DIY in every single property that we have. And that just goes more into, you know, trying to really fit the furniture to the place. And we don't always find that furniture for free. So what we do find for free, we figure out how to DIY it and make it, you know, restored to fit into that place. All right, so like for instance, blanket ladders are really trendy right now on like West Elm. You can get them for like a couple $100s. I ain't gonna spend that. So this is one of our blanket ladders here in one of our properties. And honestly, this was such an easy DIY. And so like, for instance, we saw that somebody was giving away a bunk bed. And one thing is that everybody always gives away bunk beds because they're so fucking heavy that people don't want to move them. So we were all like, okay, we'll go see your bunk bed. We don't want a fucking bunk bed, but we saw the ladder that is attached to the bunk bed and we're like, okay, we can use that. And we just got it for free. So once we got the ladder, it had all of the screws and everything on it. So we just stripped it of all the screws. And the nice thing is that, especially with bunk beds, is they're already gonna be leaning up against it. So they're already gonna have this sort of, you know, pattern at the bottom so that it can lean against a wall. So we just stripped it essentially of all of the screws. This blanket is from the thrift store. You can find a ton of blankets from the thrift store. We wanted something white. And then for this property specifically, the wood here almost matches what we already had. So we sort of just kept it like that, just to match the wood that's already there. And then we wanted the white sort of knit blanket. And this blanket was $5 from the thrift store. So you can find a ton of stuff at the thrift store for super cheap, especially when it comes to like knit older blankets. Like this blanket is probably like my grandma's blanket, but it looks cute in this scenario. Now, one thing that we did consider doing when we got the ladder was staining it. It's super easy. You can just buy stain from like Home Depot or something for like $5. And then just literally you'll sand it just a little bit and then stain it. But for this specific property, the wood tones just match so well that we didn't need to do that. So just like that. And it looks like it was $80, but it was only $5. I'm Connor Ashley.
And I'm Carla Chas.
We're the mother-son real estate and design duo.
We are here to help you invest in properties.
Now you can make a lot of money doing this.
We're your people.